everybody, welcome back to the A's Racing channel. My name's Aaron. This is car number 434, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're here in Churchill in Richmond, Virginia. It's very calm, very historical, completely different than most of the racetracks that we're at. We're going to be taking the Audi on a little trip, a little Saturday joyride through central Virginia. We're going to be going up to Culpeper, and we're going to be visiting a new coffee shop called Fulton Moto Cafe. It's got motorcycles, an old BMW race car, and hopefully some really good coffee. We've just turned off the highway, and now we're on back roads heading to Lake Anna. And this is what I wanted from this trip. I wanted to be in back roads, countrysides. I wanted to be able to put down the phones, put on silent, and put away some of the electronics. And that's what I love about this car too, because one of the things about this being a 2016 model year is it is the last year of the analog gauges. And it is one of the last years of Audi before they went to the fully digital display. Now with this Audi S3, I can hit this button and the screen goes away, giving me a dash that looks like it's representative of the 90s. And the analog gauges, I can turn off that center screen and just have everything completely black. Fulton Moto. We had an amazing drive in the Audi going through Lake Anna, ripping the car on some back roads, and here we are. It is a motorcycle cafe. Has a couple of cool cars around here. There's a Pontiac Fiero right there, and all of these motorcycles are by people that are here right now. And this one especially, it's a Triumph Bruxton 900. I used to own a motorcycle very similar to this, not as modified, but he has some really cool things done, like a custom tank, custom handlebars, this custom shortened exhaust, some lightweight parts on it, open air box, an amazing car, an amazing motorcycle, an amazing build. Let's take a walk inside. This is an old BMW race car owned by a gentleman who actually retired from racing around 82 years old. Makes 160 horsepower, has an oil cooler, various motorsport things, cage, kill switch, AccuSump oil system. Really cool race car that they have featured here. Has a 4-speed manual transmission. That was Fulton Moto, an industrial cafe centered around motorcycles and motorsport, centered in the heart of downtown Culpeper, Virginia. It's a really new cafe. It's still building in some of the patina, some of the old soul that projects have when you've worked on them for a couple years. I can already see that that cafe centered around motorcycles and motorsport has a very cult following around it with cafe racers, Harley riders, and the Gentlemen's Club. They do some dinners, they do some metal fabrication workshops, they have a cigar club, a lot of cool things that bring in a lot of community to a really small town. And just like Fulton Moto, all of their motorcycles seem to have a story too. We were chatting outside with a couple of people about their projects, how long they've owned their bikes for, and even the owner who told us that you can rent motorcycles from their cafe and take them out for the day for under $100. And it kind of reminds me of what my car was. I bought this fairly new, under 50,000 miles. The car lacked soul. But as you build something, as you race it, you develop this patina, you develop this connection that you have for it. A lot of what motorcycle guys do. We were talking about one of the guys sitting out there in the coffee shop. He had this Honda CB750 that he had turned into a cafe racer. He owned it for 12 years. He bought it when he was in college, and he bought it, from what he said, right as he was going into a depressive episode. So these aren't just machines, but these are an outlet and an extension of ourselves. They help us get through hard times, but they also create really good memories. And even just walking around the car, I can point out some memories right now. This headlight is all fogged up because my sister backed into it, and then my fiance and I tried to seal it, but obviously we didn't do a great enough job because it's still getting foggy and has moisture in it. Down here, we can see where my rubber lip has torn in half because I went off track at Dominion Raceway. Coming around to this side of the front bumper, and pretty much the entire front bumper, there are a ton of rock chips. That happened at an event in 2022 called the Blue Ridge Road Rally, to where two of my friends, Morgan and Tyler, who run the Blue Ridge Road Rally, were blasting my front end with rocks. And that's how I learned that Audi paint kind of sucks, and I should have probably gotten a PPF film. Coming around even more, we see where the bumper is hardly attached to the car now. In fact, when I was at Carolina Motorsports Park, the entire bumper ended up twisting back. And that's exactly why I cut the rear diffuser, and you can see where it cracked right here. Also why we have some paint chipping. And as you modify the car, parts that you once thought were really cool and really shiny are going to get faded, like my carbon fiber spoiler. And just like the motorcycles and Fulton Moto, a lot of them were projects, and a lot of them had a lot of character. And as you build, race, or restore something, you're going to get a lot of that character built into the car. Even going into the interior here, I had my fiance sign my roll cage and write me a little love note there. And it just goes to show you that while these may just be cars to some people, to us, to enthusiasts, they make memories, they're projects for us to tinker with, and they're something for us to obsess about, and an addiction, you could call it. Kind of like how Magnus Walker says a Porsche passion. We all have the same passion, whether it's Porsches or motorcycles or Audis or motorsport, slam cars, whatever you want. We're all kind of the same. And you can find that same passion when you go to Fulton Moto here in Culpeper. Thanks for coming to this video, guys. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.